Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Morning, Moore County. Hey, fall out on the street. Time for personnel inspection before leaving Liberty. Straighten up that gig line. Polish that brass. Put spit shine on those shoes. Ribbons and badges. Let's go. Out on the street.
Got your standing orders there. With that in hand, don't forget, of course, this program being heard and seen around the world on the live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is that link. If you're on your mobile device, you can get us with many streaming apps such as TuneIn, iTunes, Streamer. Just to name a few. Just to name a few of the 85,000 currently tuned in online. We say hello to Florence, Alabama, Overland Park, Kansas, Huntington Beach, California. Andrew's online this morning up there next to Fuquay. Cortland, New York, Arnold, Maryland, New York itself. Canada's online this morning. Several places in Canada. Lebanon, New Jersey, Oakland, California, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Santa Ana, California, Rome, New York.
Rome.
McLennan, Alberta, Canada. Chicago is online this morning with us. A lot of folks in Chicago.
Yeah, they got to do something while they're ducking the bullets.
Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Trafford, Pennsylvania. Switzerland's online this morning. Moose Lake, Canada. Let's see. Madagascar is with us this morning. Melbourne, Australia. It just goes on and on and on. Thanks to all of you to tuning in online to the number one Sand Hills Morning Show.
Madagascar.
Yeah.
Hello on Madagascar.
Yeah.
That's unique.
You're impressed now, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Also, don't forget, you can get us on our website anytime, 24/7, 365. Upper right-hand corner of every page at talk973.com. There's an icon that says listen live on the air. Just click that once and you're listening just that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area. Well, it's going to be not as hot. That's the main thing. And by Monday and Tuesday, Shangri-La will be here. Tell you about that in a second. Partly cloudy today. Numerous thunderstorms this afternoon. High of 91. Fronts coming through. 50-50 shot of getting wet. These won't be the super violent kind that most of that energy's been dissipated. But you never know. At the end of the day, with the energy sun, what could brew up. Partly cloudy tonight. More numerous thunderstorms. A low of 60% chance of the storms tonight. Then tomorrow, partly cloudy. Maybe a leftover isolated shower. High of 86. Clear tomorrow night. A low of 68. Sunday, we start feeling a little better. Partly cloudy, high of 89. But Monday and Tuesday, when I ran the computer models yesterday, they said our dew points will be down in the 40s.
All right.
With a high of 85 and sunshine both days.
Better get the bag bomb out.
But it's a 2-day reprieve before the crap moves back in. And by next Saturday, dew points in the 70s.
Yeah, all right. I'm going to
That
the
sucks. Time for that. Still some time for that to change. But
I'm going to the mountains next weekend.
these were the computer models from the American and the European running together. So we'll see.
Tricky Europeans trying to.
I just want to freeze it on Monday and Tuesday and say, nothing leaves until fall. It stays just like this. The crops will grow, you get some rain, so forth and so on, but the dew point is in the 40s. We'll keep that here. But you will be getting a northwesterly wind, which is sagging in the jet stream that causes that. But, all good things come to an end. And the strange thing is, on beautiful days like that, you don't see that many people at the dog park. They show up on the really crappy days.
Yeah. Like today, kind of hot and muggy with the clouds. It's going to be buggy as all get out.
Yeah. Well, I noticed the day before yesterday, it was real hot, right at close to 100, and I got to the dog park and there were fair amount of cars there. I went, I'm kind of surprised at this with it that hot. Yesterday, not so many. It usually tails off after a day. But then when you get to the really pretty days, you go, where'd everybody go? It's all right. I'll enjoy this weather by myself.
They're playing golf is what they're doing.
Their loss is my gain. Play golf on the crappy days. Spend the good days with you.
Now, if you're going to be
and
miserable,
your best friend.
If they're going to be miserable, go take their dog out to be miserable too.
We can do a nighttime walk too. Kill you.
But on those hot, like last night, it was really warm. And the bugs were just awful.
Yeah, that summer landing all over you.
It is.
Unfortunately. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are calm, visibility wide open at 10 statute miles. Pressure is 2988, so that's indicating something wet is coming. Pressure is dew point is 65. That is not the best, not the worst. Humidity, 74%. It's mostly cloudy and 74 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM WEEB. I want to remind you that I had an email yesterday. Somebody was saying, can you turn your AM power up at night? No, we can't. That's why we have the FMs.
Right.
And he says, I tune in the FM. He's up in Sanford, and he's not getting that FM. I said, try 104.1. I said, it's closer to you to begin with and twice as tall in the air. So I know folks in Robbins listens to us, and Sanford should be able to hear us on 104.1.
Yeah, I when I'm up in Sanford, I can just still get you, but there's a couple of power lines, those high power lines,
right.
And when you get on the other side of them, everything kind of goes fluky. So
I know also in the morning in some spots that we get interference with what they call the skip, where faraway stations skip in on our frequency.
Right.
But if you can try the two bands, and sometimes 104.1 comes in better than
right.
the 97.3, and other times vice versa. So just keep them both on your dial there and flick back and forth to see which one's best for you.
Yes.
Because we're only allowed to go so far. These are called translators, and we're grateful the FCC allowed us. And if we get more population west of Seven Lakes, we may put up another one in that area.
I know what the real reason is, and you won't pay Dorothy to sit there turning on that generator any harder at night. That's all.
It's pedaling as hard as you can.
But no, you just won't pay her at night. That's all.
All right. With that said, let's move to our sound bites this morning. See how we fare on that. If you're looking for something to take your kids to this summer, want to let you know there is a place where anything could happen.
Uh-oh.
Just in time for summer vacation, there's a new entertainment hub with something for the whole family. Oopsies. Oopsies has everything. A lion petting zoo, table saw, arts and crafts, a knife throwing room, even a swimming pool with just the deep end and no floatsies. Try blindfolded skeet shooting or walking on hot coals. Grab a bite to eat in Oopsie's food court with your choice of rare and dangerous pufferfish sushi, an E. coli beef burger, or yesterday's tuna with mayonnaise. Oopsie's offers a summer adventure you'll never forget. Oopsies!
Okay.
Yeah. Well, not sure I'd take my grandkids to see that.
We were talking earlier this morning about how I took the dogs out for their last walk last night, and I looked at the clock. It was 9:18, and it was still light out.
Yeah.
I went, what is with this? Come on. You want some nighttime.
Time to set the clocks back.
Yeah. We need a daylight, regular Eastern Standard Time.
Right.
365.
Yeah, just do away with the nonsense, all the forward and backward stuff.
Yeah. This way your kids don't ever go to school in the dark.
Yeah.
And, I just, it comes to time, it's time to get for it to be dark. And at Christmas time, you want it darker early. It just makes it feel the season better. But anyway, as we say, those were the days.
Today's show is brought to you by Flashback Friday. Remember playing outside in the 80s and then coming home when the street lights came on? That was an amazing time to grow up. Now, wait, where's my smartphone? I can't survive without my smartphone.
Yeah, we didn't have any street lights. You might have had one at an intersection, but generally not.
A guy in Scottsdale, Arizona, forced his way into a 91-year-old woman's house last week, just 45 minutes after he got out of jail for a different crime. Luckily, a neighbor saw it happen. He ran over, got the guy out of the house, and the cops arrested him again. Here's the neighbor.
My sister and my daughter saw him push our elderly neighbor into her house and just closed the door behind him. Kind of pulled him and started yelling, and the door was right there, so I pushed him a little bit, and he just kind of ran. So we were lucky. Wow. Good timing. I just didn't like the thought of, a strange man being in the house with her, so it was kind of automatic.
Well, it's good to have some neighbors that keep an eye out.
In today's world, it seems like we're so wanting to make the video that goes viral on YouTube that we sometimes lose perspective and don't perform our part as human beings.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
A shark circled a swimmer in Panama City in Florida, and a guy chuckled while he filmed it from his hotel room. Eventually, people on the beach yelled at the swimmer to come in, and the shark bailed. But this guy should have been hauling ass out there to...
Yeah, pick up the phone, something.
Yeah, call rescue there on the beach or whatever.
He's sitting in a hotel overlooking the beach.
Trying to get his YouTube video.
Well, start screaming or something.
Here's that worthless piece of human flesh.
Looks like a manta ray. But that, whatever it is, shark or whatever, is just almost right under it. I don't know what else it could be. Say they're hollering shark.
Okay,
Yeah, he was sitting there chuckling in the background.
Yeah. Well, but the people were already screaming. But yeah, it isn't funny.
He should be
That's
screaming.
True. Yeah,
he should be screaming. You do what you can.
Yeah.
It may not be the moment. You might not be Superman at the moment, but you get somebody else's attention and so forth and so on. Be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Let's see. Yeah, people just do their best to get into the Darwin, take themselves out of the Darwin pool. Case in point, a guy in northern Pennsylvania wanted to get a better look at a huge chunk of hail that came down on Wednesday, so he headed outside with his phone and hard hat. Yeah, had to get his YouTube moment.
Hail, he stepped out in a hailstorm.
Yeah. And the hail was golf ball size and bigger.
A knucklehead.
It was only falling from, 20,000 feet on your head?
Well, yeah.
And body?
Winds and things like that. But, hard hat isn't going to, that's just, no.
You can hear the hail hitting the lake and the dock in his boat and his helmet. And like I said, we're talking about golf ball-sized hail and baseball-sized hail.
It's hailing out now, boy. Look at the size of those things. This is crazy. Look at the size of those splashes. Woo! Wow. That's crazy. Wow. This is intense.
Yeah, not smart. Not smart.
And we're perpetuating it by playing the stupid on the air. Ben & Jerry announced yesterday that they'll release weed-infused ice cream as soon as it's legal in all 50 states. Oh, boy, can't wait for that moment. Here's Ben Cohen and Jerry Greenfield talking about it back in 2015.
Makes sense to me. Combine your pleasures.
Ben and I have had previous experiences, with substances. I think legalizing marijuana is a wonderful thing rather than putting people in jail for not hurting anybody else.
So why not put it in some ice cream?
It's not my decision. If it were my decision, I'd be doing it. But fortunately, we have wiser heads at the company that figure those things out.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing when they can be eating your infused ice cream while driving a car with me on the road.
Well, see, here, this is, number one, I'm sorry, it's not good for you, period.
Nope. Yep.
And, all the medical stuff back and forth, I don't even want to get into that, but what's going to happen here is people are going to start, slipping. Hey, let's have some lunch or whatever. They're going to slide something in front of you, and they're, ha ha ha, it's got weed in it, but you're not going to know it. It's ridiculous.
Hey, you want some gummy bears, Colonel?
Yeah, exactly. That's what's already happening.
Yeah, you go. Why is my head floating?
Right, or it's a little kid, gummy bears, and they've already had cases of that in Colorado.
No. Or the lollipops and everything else.
And people are seriously getting sick from this stuff.
Don't know why we have to get high. Let's see.
And booze, too. Yeah, I know, booze, too. But it's not right.
Big story in England this week when a cat named Hattie that went missing for 2 weeks got stuck on a railway bridge for 6 days. Fire department tried to dramatic rescue the cat that lasted hours and ultimately failed. But then the cat climbed down and wandered home by itself. Here's the owner.
There was a rescue mission in place to try again at midnight, and she snuck past everybody and came home. Thank you so much for following Hattie and supporting us in what we were trying to do with her. It was an absolutely amazing response. I saw some of the comments and suggestions on how Hattie could be brought down from the bridge, and all of it was fantastic, how people literally invested their time and energy in trying to help in a very, very difficult situation.
Okay, that's 30 seconds you'll never get back.
Yeah, cats will figure it out eventually. They'll get hungry and come on. Yeah.
From our I don't get it file. Mountain Dew has a new flavor called Liberty Brew. It supposedly has 50 flavors in one to honor all 50 states.
It's like ketchup, huh?
It's also bright blue. Has the Statue of Liberty riding a Harley on the label. Here's one guy's review of the drink.
4th of July's coming. Everybody's patriotic. Even Mountain Dew is getting in on the game with their new Mountain Dew Liberty Brew. 50 flavors in one. Oh, it smells like if you had a handful of Sweet Tarts candies. That's what it smells like. It tastes like everything and nothing. Cotton candy is what comes to mind. I don't know. Like an orange snow cone. I guess it's like a day at the fair.
Liberty on a Harley, huh?
Well, I think I'll pass on that one. A woman in
skirts don't get caught in the spokes of the chain.
A woman in Illinois tried to predict whether a school bus full of kids could get through high flood waters. Will she be right or will she be wrong? She really builds the drama, then realizes she's wrong. And the bus will get through, although the driver must be an idiot. The water was pretty high.
Oh, I don't think that school bus is going to make it. Yeah, he better turn around. Oh, my God, he's going to drive through it, Chris, with the kids on it. Oh, my God, it's up over his hood. Oh, my God.
That guy should be fired.
Instantly.
Oh, a bus with the water up to the hood, over the hood.
School bus, if you can't see the road, you don't go through it.
Exactly. Period. You're right.
There's no thinking about it.
Good Lord.
2 teachers from our good news file. 2 teachers in Indiana got married on the last day of school yesterday inside the gym at mid-court on the basketball court. I mean, how much more romantic can it get? He's a social studies teacher who's retiring, and she's a guidance counselor. And they've already been dating for 15 years. So
all right. Well,
they made the whole thing fun and low key.
Rings are made of precious metal or cheap Chinese plastic.
All right, we're going to stop it there. You can't hear it.
15 years they've been dating. They're high school sweethearts, I guess.
The 92nd Script National B ended in an 8-way tie. Each kid gets $50,000. Started with over 560 kids and went 20 rounds. But in the 17th round, the 8 kids kept spelling every word correctly. So they couldn't eliminate one. They called it. Although the commentator might have gotten a little carried away with their Elite 8 comparison here.
It's complete. Champions of the 2019 Scripps National Spelling Bee. They will forever be remembered as the Elite 8. The 8 spellers that for 3.5 hours took the best punch the dictionary had to throw at them. And this is the night, Paul Leffler, that the kids won the spelling bee.
What grade were these kids?
Absolutely incredible.
I think it's up through junior high or
8th grade,
something like that.
3.5 hours to maintain focus on spelling. I mean, because you gotta listen to what everybody else is doing. That is pretty impressive.
They're hard words too.
Well, words I've never even heard before. So yeah I know.
I wouldn't have a chance at any of them, even with a good guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, origin, please. Are there any derivatives of that word?
Cat.
K. David Lee Roth, who was the lead singer of...
Oh, yeah, he's still...
Van Halen.
Yep, yeah.
He was at a Vegas hotel and he heard Van Halen coming through a room. So he knocked on the door, but it didn't seem like the guy inside really knew who the hell he was.
Yeah, who are you?
His tweed suit and Irish cap probably didn't help, but still.
Yeah.
Which room had the Van Halen sound?
These guys.
Right here?
Yes.
It's a happy neighbor. We heard some Van Halen here, and my name's David Lee Roth, and I'm right across the hallway. Want to know, we're on our way to EDC, but the fellas here were coming down the hallway, and they said, we heard some Van Halen, and I said, no. So we're your neighbors, guys. We're off to EDC. We're doing a show. And we heard one of the fellas said, I heard some Van Halen through the doorway. So I am Van Halen.
We'll be here still.
Outstanding. Fellas, my pleasure. Have a great night. Enjoy the Vegas stay. Small, tiny world.
Apologize now.
No, don't.
Yeah, turn it up.
You like Van Halen, I take it.
If he walked in here, I wouldn't recognize. Number one, you never see him in person, and he's way older. Doesn't look anything like he used to anyway. So
probably still has a ponytail.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's a lot of those people. You just don't recognize them when they.
Let me look at the video right quick. Yeah, he doesn't look anything like he used to.
Mm-mm.
Man, he's got short hair.
Right.
Kind of a mullet on top. And,
yeah, they changed their look. They're older. I don't want to say that, but they're just aged, and you don't recognize them. You have a particular picture in your mind of what they look like back in the 80s, 90s, or whatever, and of course they're 30, 40 years old.
No, I take it back. The guy, he looks 85. And you'd never recognize this guy.
All the hard living, yeah.
But he's wearing a microphone, so he's mic'd up for this thing.
Yeah.
And he's old and ugly, like the rest of us.
Yeah. Well, some of them look older and uglier.
He's clean cut and all that, but and clean shaven, but
well, what's his name?
Still got that big old mouth of his.
from the Rolling Stones. I mean, he looks like he's about
Mick Jagger.
Yeah, he looks like a, you know.
Yeah, his skin looks like it. It reminds me of my grandmother's skin when she was 90. And it's got all those little slick spots with lots of cracks.
Yeah, he looks like he ought to be a mummy. Or is a mummy.
Zach Galifianakis, who never claims to be a comedian, he's about the worst as ever was, in my opinion. His movies sucked. But anyway, he talked about how David Letterman would give funny thank you cards to his guest. You'll never guess what he gave Zach. This is from Kimmel last night.
Mr. Letterman hands me this envelope after we had done this interview with him. And in my mind, I thought, it's going to be a massage gift certificate.
Can I tell you something? That's 100% what I thought it was going to be, too.
Or like to a fancy, I don't know.
Yeah, it was in like a hotel envelope.
Yeah. And I get it. And I can see he's still looking at me, Mr. Letterman. And I open it, and it's just the lyrics to Freebird. He didn't even sign it. And he's looking at me across the room like, pretty good gift, right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger has a new nature documentary coming out that he's narrating called Wonders of the Sea. Comes out June 4th. Here's a short preview.
Throughout the years, I've done so many different kinds of work, but never this kind. A narrator for documentary film. When I saw the footage, I realized right away this is a visual feast. It was not just entertaining, but it was also, from an environmental point of view, a message. Let's keep our ocean clean.
Yeah. Another propaganda. Let me hear you say hello.
Well, there is a pollution problem, and we should clean it up and try to prevent it. But, some of this other stuff just goes.
Well, here's how you prevent it. You keep the ships from dumping it.
Yeah. Well,
let me hear you say hello, Arnold. Come on. One time.
Hello.
Thank you. One more time.
Hello.
Thank you.
Send Arnold over to the Philippines with a pitchfork and start picking up that plastic.
BuzzFeed had Dr. Phil read. I'm going to skip that. It's somebody will complain.
Dr. Phil?
Yeah. Sex-related tweets about him.
He's still on. Yeah.
And how do you pronounce it? Rihanna. Everybody says Rihanna.
Yeah.
Well, you're incorrect. It's Rihanna. Comes up once in a while. But here's Rihanna on the correct way to pronounce her name.
And you and I, before I let you, are going to set the record straight. When you introduced yourself to me all those years ago, you said Rihanna.
It is Rihanna.
There you go.
Yeah, all right.
But every time you hear it anyway, Rihanna on G10, whatever.
Rihanna, okay.
So that's how she pronounces it. Maybe she spelled it a little more plainly. We would know how to pronounce it. But
well, that's the thing. You spell phonetically now. Make it up as you go.
Where's my thing? Maybe it's up here. Come on, Windows, play radio with me here one time. Dun, 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 dun. All right, Elton John's movie Rocket Man opens today. The guy that stars in the movie also does the singing, not Elton John.
Oh, really? Yeah. All right. Well, that's a feat.
Here's a montage of some of the great songs he recorded. It's and it's only scratches the surface, supposedly. That's enough of it. I can't.
Well,
I never have liked his music. He's just one of those ones I do not.
Well, there were a few, but yeah, it got a little old. But
I think he's got one song I can stand.
Is he got? Now that was the recording from the actor that you just played.
No, that was actually
Elton John.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So I gotta be careful, otherwise YouTube bots pick up on it and come a video off.
Yeah. Well, I'd be interested to listen to some of it. I'm not interested in the movie per se, but that's pretty tough to find an actor, just Joe Blow out there to record that and actually do it, rather than lip sync. So, that's pretty impressive. If
well, obviously he got a big mass appeal, kind of like Bruce Springsteen, in that if he's appearing, it's full. Like Paul McCartney, if he's appearing, it's full. Because of the iconic nature of. Shut up! Don't call me while I'm on the air.
Well, Springsteen, that's somebody I never really got into.
All right,
Jersey.
Coming up on 8 o'clock, time for all your latest news, sports, and weather. 74 degrees here in the Sandhills.
A bit of a pattern change starts today. Temperatures not quite as hot, and we have the potential for some showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny today, some late-day showers and thunderstorms possible. Some of them could be severe with some strong, damaging winds. Highs today in the upper 80s to lower 90s. A few evening storms, then partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures will get down into the lower to middle 60s, and we could have a couple of showers on Saturday. I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sandhills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. President Trump taking a new approach aimed at pressuring Mexico on illegal immigration.
President Trump is slapping a 5% tariff on all Mexican imports in a bid to pressure Mexico to do more to crack down on the masses of Central American migrants trying to cross the border. In his tweet, the president said the 5% tariff will go into effect on June 10th. Trump tweeted that the tariff will gradually increase until the illegal immigration problem is remedied, at which time the tariffs will be removed. Mike Gracia, Washington.
The Border Patrol says it apprehended a single group of more than 1,000 illegal immigrants crossing the border into El Paso, Texas this week. The crossing, the latest sign that migrants are increasingly arriving at the border in large groups. There's a winner in the annual Scripps National Spelling Bee, a winner times 8.
Usually at the end of the National Spelling Bee, the winner is seen holding the trophy over his or her head. This year, the money shot was of all 8 winners with their hands on the big prize. Bee officials determined that they just might run out of words before the final field of 8 could be whittled down to a champion, so they decided that all 8 would become co-champions if they were to finish 3 more rounds. The co-winners closed out the bee by spelling 47 straight words without a miss. They will not have to split the spoils. Each gets a winner's share of $50,000 and a trophy to call their very own. I'm Oscar Wells Gabriel.
It's a grand old flag, and Marcus Lamona says it is not going anywhere.
The flag is not coming down under any circumstance.
Ordered by local officials to take down the massive American flag outside his RV store in Statesville, North Carolina, Lamona says he'll go to jail before he lowers the flag. City officials filed suit, arguing the size of the banner violates a local ordinance. They say they will consider changing the ordinance. On Wall Street, Dow futures down 268 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Spring is prime home buying season, so if you're thinking about buying a home, right now is the time to lock a low rate, which can save you money every month on your new mortgage. With our exclusive Rate Shield approval, the low rate you lock today is protected for up to 90 days while you shop for your new home. With a Rate Shield approval, if rates go up, your low rate stays locked. But if rates go down, you get that new, even lower rate. Either way, you win. Talk to us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com to take advantage. Here's another great reason to work with us. For a record 9 years in a row, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Again, to lock in today's low mortgage interest rate and get the security of our exclusive Rate Shield approval, call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Equal housing lender. License in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.
A UN official is urging Britain not to extradite the WikiLeaks founder to the U.S., where he's wanted on charges related to publishing government secrets. The BBC's Imogene Folks in Geneva.
Niels Melzer, the UN's expert on torture, said Julian Assange had been the victim of sustained collective persecution, ranging from humiliating and threatening statements to open incitement to violence against him and even calls for his assassination. Such treatment, Mr. Melzer said, amounted to psychological torture. Like Julian Assange's lawyer, the UN expert does not believe the WikiLeaks founder is fit to stand trial and he cast doubt on the chances of him getting a fair trial in the United States.
China warning Canada that it needs to be aware of the consequences of aiding the U.S. in an extradition case involving Chinese tech giant Huawei. News and analysis at townhall.com. The number of measles cases in the U.S. hits a 27-year record.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says at last count, there have been 971 measles cases so far this year. Overall vaccination rates have remained fairly high, but the outbreaks have been in communities where parents have rejected recommendations to get measles shots. Experts are not sure when this wave of cases will stop. Illnesses have been reported in 26 states, but the vast majority are in New York City, mainly among unvaccinated children in Orthodox Jewish communities. Measles had become rare after vaccination campaigns that started in the 1960s. I'm Ed Donahue.
French automaker Renault says its board will meet Tuesday to vote on a possible merger with Fiat Chrysler. Fiat Chrysler has proposed merging with Renault to create the world's third biggest automaker worth almost $40 billion. More on these stories at townhall.com.
War Dog's Army Surplus Store in Southern Pines is Southern Pines' #1 surplus store. Serving the Fort Bragg area, we buy, sell, and trade military, tactical, outdoor clothing, and gear. We are your military surplus low-price leader and take pride in serving our local military members and community. Bring us your military gear because we pay more and sell for less than anyone in the area, guaranteed. At War Dogs, we make it our top priority to provide quality, high-end tactical gear at the lowest prices. Come in today and bring your used gear or check out our massive inventory, the largest in Southern Pines. We're open Monday through Friday, 10:30 until 5:30 and 11 to 4 on Saturday. We're located at 675 Southwest Broad Street in Southern Pines, right across the street from Beefeaters. Or give us a call at 910-920-7749. That's 920-7749. War Dogs.
Jump into the fire at Brick's Wood Fire Pizza in the Cole Shopping Center and check out their new menu. In addition to the great selection of wood fire pizzas, Brick's Wood Fire Pizza has wood-fired wings in 3 flavors, delicious soup, pastas, salads, and sandwiches, all made fresh daily. Your choice of craft beers on tap or favorite wine, and a good place to meet your friends. Jump into the fire at Brick's Wood Fire Pizza, Cole Shopping Center, Southern Pines. Open every day, 11 a.m.
You can jump into the fire.
Does the idea of getting out into US 1 traffic make you cringe? The increasing traffic and impersonal service of chain drugstores is a reminder of why we like small town life. Hello, I'm Pat McLean, and I would like to welcome you to McLean Drug. We are located at 735 South Bennett Street. It's all here. Friendly, helpful service, convenient access, drive-through window, and discount prices. So stop by or give us a call at 246-9355.
McLean Drug on Bennett Street in Southern Pines for the personal prescription touch.
I'm here with Aaron Cooper of Cooper Ford in Carthage to talk about service. Aaron, I know that service is a big deal in Cooper country. In fact, certified service after the sale is all part of the Cooper promise.
That's right. At Cooper Ford, we promise to do what we say we're going to do, when and how we say we're going to do it. And speaking of service, May is Military Appreciation Month at Cooper Ford, and I'd like to personally thank all the men and women who have served this great country. It's always an honor to serve those who serve, and as a small token of our appreciation, during the month of May, all active, retired, or veteran military personnel will get 1 free oil change and up to $1,000 off any new or pre-owned vehicle with a valid military ID. With no games, no gimmicks, just upfront, honest pricing, and certified service after the sale. I'm Eric Cooper, and I want to know you by name. Come in today and let Cooper Ford show you how car buying should be.
Just off 15501 in Carthage, just a few short minutes from the traffic circle, or on the web at cooperford.net. Cooper Ford, working hard to be your hometown dealer.
NCN News. I'm Mike Riley. President Donald Trump announced last night that he would be imposing a 5% tariff on all goods from Mexico, hoping it will encourage Mexico to work harder to stop illegal immigrants from crossing the southern border. CBS News correspondent Weizhu Zhang on how this could impact consumers.
Retaliatory Mexican tariffs could mean that U.S. consumers pay more for limes, avocado, tequila, among other goods.
The state Senate is working through its version of the $24 billion budget. Democratic State Senator Floyd McKissick says he's concerned about the additional tax cuts for businesses.
There are no people banging at our doors. There are no people saying, we need further reductions. They want us to fund our education system, and I'm sure they want us to fund our court system, and I'm sure that they want us to pay for the quality of life that we all enjoy.
State Senate Leader Phil Berger said during debate that education is a very important part of his plan.
There's $1.3 billion more for public education over the next 2 years in this budget.
Attorney General William Barr sat down with CBS News Chief Legal Correspondent Jen Crawford, where Barr was pressed on issues surrounding the Russian investigation, among other issues. Crawford said that Barr is working closely with intelligence agencies to ensure that any information that is declassified does not threaten national security.
He found it amusing to read media reports and complaining and fears about him leaking classified information. He's been in this business 50 years, he said. He started at the CIA, and he knows how to protect classified information, and he said he is going to do it.
A federal prosecutor says a pastor at a South Carolina church has pleaded guilty to charges that he used his position as a branch manager in North Carolina to steal the identity of 2 elderly customers to get money and credit cards. Tony McAlvin Sr. pleaded guilty on Thursday in court in Raleigh to bank fraud and aggravated identity theft. You're listening to NCN News.
At AT&T, we believe that access to affordable home internet brings you incredible opportunities. You can enjoy the power to explore a digital world of possibilities and connect with family, friends, and the things that matter most. That's why there's access from AT&T. If a member of your household is a SNAP participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month or less. No commitment, no deposit, no installation fee. Plus, get an in-home Wi-Fi gateway included at no extra cost. Call 1-855-220-5211 or visit att.com/access now to learn more.
SNAP refers to the Federal Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Pricing excludes taxes and fees. Includes 1 terabyte of data per month. Data overage charges apply. For details about data allowance, go to att.com/internet-usage. Geographic and service restrictions apply.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo is in Berlin as part of a 4-nation European trip as tensions rise between the U.S. and Iran. This morning, Pompeo, in a joint press conference with German Foreign Minister Heiko Maas, said,
"Are concerned that it is not possible to mitigate those anywhere inside of a 5G network and continue to view that as a trusted network." And then share with them, too, the very real challenge that we have for our close partners where there is American information on their systems or we are co-located with their systems, the risk that we'll have to change our behavior in light of the fact that we can't permit private citizen data from the United States or national security data from the United States to go across networks that we don't have confidence.
Johnston County officials say a Cleveland high school senior was arrested on school grounds with a loaded 9mm gun, 2 loaded magazines, several shotgun shells, a folding knife, and brass knuckles. Student Caleb Sawinski tells ABC 11.
Because if that gun went off or he pulled a knife or tried to hit somebody, that it could have gone really badly, and that they did save lots of lives. There's about 460 of us that were out there practicing.
The professionals in charge of protecting North Carolina's elections for more than 5 years are being replaced. State Elections Director Kim Strack and top elections attorney Josh Long. The professionals in charge of protecting North Carolina's elections for more than 5 years are being replaced. State Elections Director Kim Strack and top elections attorney Josh Lawson leave their jobs today. Another big retailer is warning about the effects of the trade war with China.
I'm Gary Nunn. Costco is the latest retail chain to say prices on many items on its shelves will likely surge as proposed tariffs climb, especially things like furniture, bikes, and luggage. But the apparel sold in the U.S. comes from China. Walmart, Dollar Tree, and Dollar General also have said the trade war will impact consumer costs.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
A break in the heat and the potential for rain. Both good news because it's been very hot and very dry. We'll have partly sunny skies today, some late-day showers and storms around. Some of them could be severe with some damaging winds. Highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. A few evening storms, then partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures in the low to mid-60s. Mostly sunny with a couple of showers around Saturday with highs in the mid-80s. For the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
Right now, here in the Sand Hills area, it's sunny and 77 degrees. Humidity 69%. Dew point still at a sticky 66. Pressure is 2988. Wind southwest 6. Visibility at 10 statute miles. It's 8:13. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills News. For this Friday morning, a family is safe after the house caught fire on Thursday morning outside of Aberdeen. Sadly, though, their 2 small dogs perished in the fire. The home located on Maxey Lane just off of Rose Ridge Road. Neighbors first noticed the fire and called 911, but the first fire crews arrived on the scene, said the home was consumed with heavy flames and smoke. No one was at home when the blaze ignited. The fire then spread from the house to a storage building behind the home, and several crews worked to contain the blaze from spreading. Due to the rural location of the structure, fire tankers had to shuttle water from a hydrant several miles away. Fire tankers were brought in from several fire districts to aid in the water supply. When the homeowner arrived, they advised that their 2 dogs were inside and were devastated by their loss. The exact cause of the fire is still under investigation. A Southern Pine school was evacuated Thursday while firefighters investigated reports of possible gas leaks. A strong odor of gas was reported shortly after 10 a.m. at Episcopal Day School in the 300 block of East Massachusetts Avenue. Students were sent to the gymnasium at the school to wait while members of the Southern Pines Fire and Rescue Department worked to identify the source of the odor. Firefighters were unable to find that source. The students were allowed to return to their classrooms around 11:13. As they made their way back to the class, students were seen giving high fives to the firefighters. And earlier this month, a firearm was stolen from an individual in Aberdeen. And during the course of the investigation, detectives obtained a warrant for arrest on a single suspect. The U.S. Marshal Service assisted in the apprehension of that suspect. Detective charged Patrick Hosa Taylor, Jr., 27 of Aberdeen, with 1 count of larceny of a firearm and 1 count of possession of a stolen firearm and possession by a felon. He was confined to the Moore County Detention Center under a $1 million secured bond. That's your latest Sand Hills News this morning, but stand by. Here comes your latest in sports right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. It is 8:16.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach.
Step in the 3. The lead is 11-21.
ABC Sports last night as the Toronto Raptors got their first NBA Finals appearance off to a perfect start. They beat the Golden State Warriors 118-109 in Game 1. The game in many ways was not as close as that score would indicate. The Raptors were better, more aggressive, and just about every facet. They got the surprise performance underdog needs. 52 combined points for Pascal Siakam and Marc Gasol. They smothered the Warriors' defense. Game 2 is Sunday in Toronto. The Warriors again without all-star forward Kevin Durant because of a calf injury. Steve Kerr says he'll be a long shot to play for Game 2. Blues forward Oscar Sundqvist has been suspended for Game 3 of the Stanley Cup Finals after delivering an elbow to the head of Bruins defenseman Matt Grzelcyk. Sundqvist was assessed only a 2-minute minor for boarding for the hit that knocked Grzelcyk out of the game and possibly longer. Boston coach Bruce Cassidy said Grzelcyk is in the concussion protocol and is considered day-to-day. The number 1 seeds were able to advance to the 3rd round of the French Open by winning on Thursday. Men's number 1 Novak Djokovic dropped just 8 games in his straight-set victory, while women's number 1 Naomi Osaka had to rally to beat Victoria Azarenka. Osaka is seeking her 3rd consecutive Grand Slam title. She won the U.S. Open last September and the Australian in January. 10 seed Serena Williams was among Thursday's 2nd-round winners. She says she's still working to find her form.
I've had a tough year since I twisted my ankle in Australia. Like, it's just been really tough after that. So everything definitely feels a little bit harder than normal, but at the same time, I know that it's going to get better.
The number 2 seed in the men's draw, Rafael Nadal, has a 3rd-round meeting with David Goffin, while the number 3 seed, Roger Federer, he's slated to take on Casper Ruud. This is NCN Sports.
Being a Farm Bureau insurance agent means being local. It means insuring your child's first car and standing beside you after a storm. It's more than a business to us. It's a friendship. So call an agent who calls North Carolina home. Because when you need us, we're there. In every county, every day. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Medicaid expansion, school safety, a statewide bond package, the next state budget. North Carolina lawmakers are tackling these and other topics. You can follow all the action with Carolina Journal. How would these proposals affect you, your wallet, your family? Carolina Journal offers answers. Available each month as a free newspaper. Every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your best source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
All 16 double elimination regional rounds in the 73rd annual Division I Baseball Championship begin today, and they will run through Monday if all the games that need to be played are necessary. North Carolina, which won the ACC tournament, is hosting for the 11th time, while ECU is a destination for the 5th time. The Tar Heels and Pirates are among 8 programs that hosted in 2018. Pirates also one of the top seeds in the entire NCAA baseball bracket. As far as games today, NC State will go against Campbell. That game to start at noon. North Carolina will play UNCW at 2 o'clock in the regionals. Duke will go against Texas A&M. And ECU will face Quinnipiac at 6 tonight. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
Great news during the Jeep Celebration event at Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen. All new 2019 vehicles are available with easy pricing. Just ask. At Leith Aberdeen, we make it easy for you not only with buying a new vehicle, but when you have to service your vehicle as well. We have quick and easy oil, brake, and tire services. And you can schedule your service online at LeithCDJRAberdeen.com. Leith Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Aberdeen. Easy to get to and easy to deal with.
If you're looking for an amazing car buying experience, then head to Leith Honda Aberdeen today with a huge selection of new 2019 vehicles, great prices, and no games or gimmicks. Leith Honda Aberdeen makes it easy for you. Our service department makes it quick and easy for you as well. We provide 100% customer satisfaction for all of your car needs. We mean it when we say we're easy to get to and easy to deal with. Leith Honda Aberdeen, the name you can trust.
At Sand Hills Collision Center in Seven Lakes, we proudly serve all your automotive repair, auto body restoration, and collision repair needs. With our brand new state-of-the-art cheap straightening system and eco-friendly AmeriCure paint booth, you can rest assured that your vehicle, boat, or RV will receive top-notch repair and flawless paint jobs. And for all you aviators, we do aircraft body repair too. Sand Hills Collision Repair Center is veteran-owned and offers a 5% discount to our military family. We give free estimate and accept all insurance and self-pay. All our ATECs will provide superior customer service from start to finish because we are committed to quality and prompt expert service. Bring your automobile, boat, or RV by today for a free quote at 135 Village View Drive in Seven Lakes. That's just 2 minutes from the Food Lion on Seven Lakes Drive. Or call us at 910-673-AUTO. That's 673-AUTO. Sand Hills Collision Center, because you deserve the best.
Serving more people, more places, 24/7. If your AC breaks down, we'll restore your indoor heaven. Installation or repair, one call will be there. It's your family, don't delay. Comfort's just a call away. We're Comfort Services. Comfort Services.
Come to Comfort Services in Aberdeen to get a free estimate on a new Carrier system or heat pump, and you may qualify for a rebate up to $2,000 from Carrier. Get in on the savings and purchase a qualifying heating or cooling product before the Cool Cash rebate ends June 30th. You may also qualify for financing options as well. Stop into Comfort Services on Highway 5 next to the Habitat store in Aberdeen, or call 910-695-2665. Carrier and Comfort Services, a great team.
Comfort's just a call away. Comfort Services.
This is Pastor Ashley Smith at the Village Chapel. The men's ministry is presenting a special event Saturday, June 8th with basketball head coach Tubby Smith as the guest speaker. Coach Smith's Kentucky team won the national championship in 1998. He has won 616 games with 6 Division I teams and received the John Wooden Coaching Award in 2016. Coach Smith now coaches at High Point University. You will be inspired. Saturday, June 8th at the Village Chapel from 1:30 to 3. The event is free and open to the public.
Hey Sandhills, it's Anthony from Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop. We've been getting a lot of requests for information, and I'm proud to announce that we've launched our new website where you can find details about all the services we offer, how to get in touch with us, hours, and where we're located. Visit us at www.championnc.com. That's www.championnc.com. While you're there, take a look at the photo gallery of incredible cars that we're trusted to care for on a daily basis. That's Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop in downtown Southern Pines near the corner of Morganton and Broad.
Being overweight is the number one health problem in America today. It leads to so many avoidable health issues. If you have a weight problem and finally want to do something about it, then do what I did and participate in the Transforming You Weight Loss Program offered by Dr. Sharon Wright at Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes. It's a customized, physician-assisted program based on your body type and your goals. A healthier, more vibrant, spirited, and slimmer you emerges. Now, I lost 25 pounds in the first month and 50 pounds to date. That keeps me motivated. Now, the program is easy to follow. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and if I can do it, you can do it. Give Dr. Wright a call and set up your no-charge consultation about the Transforming You Weight Loss Program at 910-673-2225. That's Wright Chiropractic at 673-2225.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. I think it's time to retell this story. When I was a kid growing up in Texas, my family used to go to Padre Island a lot. Often we'd go with 2 or 3 other families and set up a little picnic area on the beach. We'd eat sandy tuna sandwiches and drink Kool-Aid. The kids would play while the adults enjoyed getting some time to relax and to visit. On one trip to the beach, we had a cute little kid with us. He was just old enough to walk and talk, a little bitty fellow. He told his mommy he had to pee. She told him to go out in the water. He walked out to the edge, looked around, and quickly hurried back. He told his mom there were people all around. She said, "Just get in the water, son. They won't know what you're doing." All of us watched as he walked into about 3 inches of surf, pulled his little shorts down to his knees, grabbed his little wiener, and launched a stream in the air. He was looking around like he was thinking, "I don't know how this works, but if Mom says they can't see me, I guess they can't." You see how much kids trust us? It's not just that they have to do what their parents tell them to do. They actually do trust their parents, and my goodness, what a huge, tremendous amount of responsibility. It's easy to see why most moms and dads are so careful about watching out for their kids. Child depends on us to take care of them. We got to be sure that we do. I hope y'all have a great weekend. From the Zumwalt Zone.
A bit of a pattern change starts today. Temperatures not quite as hot, and we have the potential for some showers and thunderstorms. Partly sunny today, some late-day showers and thunderstorms possible. Some of them could be severe with some strong damaging winds. Highs today in the upper 80s to lower 90s. A few evening storms, then partly cloudy tonight. Temperatures will get down into the lower to middle 60s, and we could have a couple of showers on Saturday. I'm meteorologist Amy Wilmoth in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us. Weekend's here. Friday, 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 Friday. Sunday. Yes.
I love the weekend.
Can you tell me what day it is?
The last day of the week.
Last day of the week.
The last day of the month.
God, it's payday.
Get ready for the weekend.
TGIF. Thank God it's Fridays.
No, stupid. It's
Thank God it's Friday.
Hey, you ready for this weekend? I don't know. What's this weekend?
Rest and relaxation.
I could get into that.
Oh, yeah, I could totally get into that.
Sooner the better as far as I'm concerned.
You got it.
Let's get this show started.
My baby on a Saturday.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, morning, Moore County. Get out on the street. Personnel inspection before Liberty this weekend. Straighten up that gig line, polish that brass, give me some spit shine on those boots. Charlie's Ribbons and badges. Hurry up.
All right, you got your standing orders. Don't forget, of course, this program is being heard and seen around the world on the live video stream. That's available to you right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is the link that will get you there. If you're on your mobile device, your YouTube app will do the work. Put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. If you're on your mobile device just needing our crystal clear digital audio stream, that's available to you at talk973.com. I'm sorry. On your mobile device, it's available to you with your streaming apps, such as TuneIn, iTunes, Streama. Alexa will do it. Google Assist, many others will do it. We had a call from overseas at the break saying that they were hearing some distortion on the line. I don't know what I listened to it here off the line, online, and I checked all our equipment. Everything's in the green, not the red. And I don't know what to tell you other than we're not putting it out that way.
No,
so
it sounded good.
There's a lot of things between here and there that could goof it up. So
yeah, there's definitely that.
So anyway, but you can get us online with those streaming services. Just put WEEB in the search. If you're on our website at talk973.com, upper right-hand corner of every page has a icon that says On the Air Listen Live. Click that once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area, well, it's going to improve. We're not going to be at 100 today. We'll be at 91. Partly cloudy. We'll see numerous thunderstorms throughout today. Look for a high of 91. Then tonight, more of the same, a low of 67. Tomorrow, partly cloudy. May see an isolated shower here or there. Look for a high of 86. Sunday, things start to improve. Partly cloudy with a high of 89. Monday and Tuesday, right now, the computer models say it's going to be 85 both days. And dew points in the 40s. 47 came up on my screen. So that's the only number I needed to hear.
Not hot enough.
Yeah. No, that's the dew point. So,
well,
I mean, it's going to be extraordinarily comfortable.
Yeah.
So take advantage of it. Wednesday, back to thunderstorms in 87. Thursday, 88. A few scattered showers. Next Saturday, in the 90s with dew points in the 70s. In other words, ugh.
Maintain that light coat of sweat.
Right now around the Sand Hills, yeah, it just won't evaporate. That's the problem. Right now around the Sand Hills, visibility 10 statute miles, wind southwest at 6. Pressure 2988, dew points still a sticky 66. Humidity 69%. It's sunny and 77 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, it is 8:31 past the hour. Things we need to know today so we do not sound stupid, which is just not allowed. If you thought Harry Potter was over, you're wrong, because it's been confirmed that 4 news stories will be released, and you don't even have to wait that long for them. According to J.K. Rowling's website, ebooks will be available at the end of June. The 4 short stories are based on Hogwarts lessons and are accompanied by illustrations from London-based artist Rohan Daniel Eason.
Oh, 3 names. Huh?
Yeah, Rohan. Self-help group. By the way, it's all fiction, folks.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yes, that's right. It's not real. There we go. Let's not get upset.
Self-help guru Tony Robbins' latest book has been dropped by its publisher amid multiple allegations of sexual assault and footage of him using racial slurs.
Ouch.
Despite a tabloid report that she was heading to a divorce, Miranda Lambert says she and her husband are doing just fine. President Trump and Melania head to Great Britain for a visit on Monday. Meghan Markle will not attend the luncheon being thrown by the Queen.
I still don't understand the fascination with all that garbage.
I don't either. And Meghan, just to put in the words of Americans, maybe words that you can understand, we don't care what you think.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job a couple 100 years ago of eliminating that garbage.
Yeah. Thumping the butts over there. In the Netherlands, the court has outlawed the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club. I know they're devastated.
Oh, ouch.
A California man was arrested for selling fertilizer as a diet pill. Well, did it work?
Probably, yeah. Not the way you'd want, but it worked, I'm sure. Yeah. What kind of people do crap like that? Jeez.
A study says mustaches. You'll be interested in this, Colonel.
Here we go.
A study says mustaches may lower the risk of skin cancer on lips.
Okay.
Can we all say it together? Well, duh. I got a mustache. Not as impressive as the Colonel's, but I have one. I've had one ever since I was 18, when my little high school sweetheart kept, every time a man walked by with a mustache, she'd go, "Oh, mustache." So dummy me grew one. I look like Robert Redford and the and that what was the movie, Sundance Kid.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's right. He had one.
Yeah, I look just like that.
I watched that once a long time ago.
Yeah, I looked as terrible as he did. Ashton Kutcher took the stand this week in the murder trial. It was set to go out on a date with one of the victims the night she was murdered back in 2001. Someone has been accused. Ashton just was a witness.
Oh, okay.
Said he looked through the window and saw something red. He thought it was spilt wine, and nobody came to the door, so he left. Oh, as he felt, stood up.
Huh.
In the Netherlands, the court has outlawed. Well, we did that.
That would be scary. Spilled wine though. Dark and all that. No telling what he actually saw through the window.
A Honus Wagner baseball card had just sold at auction. You know what they're going for now?
Oh, a lot. If it's a real Honus,
$1.2 million.
Yeah.
Tom Petty's family is at war after his oldest daughter, Adria, allegedly planned to cash in on her late father's edgy legacy by selling out and creating a Paul Newman-style range of Tom Petty salad dressings and other cheesy supermarket products.
Get out of here. Who would buy Tom Petty salad dressing?
Paul Newman's was all set up so that every dime went to charity.
Well, that I understood, and Paul Newman, had quite a broad base of notoriety. I don't know that Tom Petty had the same. He's good.
He's got his own XM channel.
Yeah, I know, but I don't see him.
I'm like you.
Not him and Paul Newman in the same light. No.
I'm like you. I don't get it.
No.
The Beatles' only live appearance on the BBC TV music show Top of the Pops on June 16th of 66 was believed to have been lost forever, but they found and restored a 92-second performance by the Fab Four playing Paperback Writer. Great. Eventually, it will make its way onto YouTube. And in Newark, New Jersey, you can now be fined $50 if you're caught giving money to a panhandler.
That's interesting.
Today's impossible question. 75% of us did this growing up, and now less than half of us do it.
Don't know. I have no clue. Yeah.
It's a family thing.
Oh, Thanksgiving dinner. I don't know.
Eat together as a family at the dinner table.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm
sorry, I was still stuck on finding people giving money to the panhandlers. I just found that interesting.
We always did it. And, as soon as dinner started, TV went off for the night. But I noticed as soon as all the kids left, parents got their TV trays out and watched TV while they ate.
Yeah.
Go figure. The older you get, the more likely you need friends, from our Did You Know file. 20% of workers say the temperature in the workplace makes them less productive. Turn it down.
Well, I don't know. that's hard because if you've got men and women in the same workspace, it's hard to find a temperature that pleases everyone.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right
It
now.
only needs to please me.
Well, yeah, you would think so. I don't care. I'm good with a wide range of temperatures, but there are other people who are not.
According to Men's Health, engaged men are more likely to lose weight if they are helping plan a formal wedding. 21% of Americans say that the first thing they do when they get out of bed is... No, not pee.
I don't know. Make the bed.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Survey says that 64% of women think about their to-do list in the shower.
No.
The Knot.com says just over half of all grooms choose the venue of their wedding.
That's odd. I find that a little high. I would think the
man's gonna find something cheap.
Well, that's why I figured the women probably do most of that.
Oh, I want to get married in this venue.
We're going to.
What does it rent for? Oh, only $2,000 per event
per minute. We're going to the Taj Mahal.
According to another recent study, women with that breast implants. According to a recent study, women that have breast implants have a much higher risk of having breast cancer. And 50% of cereal brands are discontinued after 5 years.
That I would believe. I
I
mean,
guess they have run their course.
Yeah, you got the old timers like Wheaties and Chex and
All right, well, let's see if we can have a little fun with the Colonel here as we play Friday's Spy the Lie.
Oh, okay.
Spy the Lie. Let's see here. All of the followings were songs on Elton John's first album except for one.
Man, I don't know that.
Spy the Lie. Was it Valhalla, Hymn 2000, Clouds Against the Sky, Skyline Pigeon, or Hey Chewed? I'll let you know. That's one of the ones on there.
I have no clue.
We'll just go ahead and give you the buzzer. Then.
You'll have to.
Clouds Against the Sky
Clouds
for you
Against the
Elton
Sky.
John aficionados out there.
Okay.
Elton John has made appearances in all of the following movies except for one, Spy the Lie. Kingsman, The Golden Circle,
He was in that.
Lonesome Dove, The Road to El Dorado, Tommy, and Disney's The Country Bears.
Man, Lonesome Dove.
Ding! You got it right.
Yeah, I can imagine him being in that. I've never seen. The only one of those I've ever seen was the Kingsman. That was the Kingsman 2 or the second one.
Yeah.
The rest of them I never saw any of those movies. I was guessing.
All of the followings are titles of new TV shows coming this fall except for one, Spy the Lie. Evil on CBS. Bob Hart's Abizola. Or Abizola on CBS.
That one.
No, that's actually in there.
I guess you won't be watching that one.
No.
You won't be able to find it. What's the other
Abishola, is that it?
I have no clue. I can't see it.
Everybody, Abishola. Abishola?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Everybody's in. Batwoman or Bless the Hearts.
Batwoman.
Batwoman, he says, no. Everybody's in is the fake one there.
Okay.
So
who's got Batwoman? Who's going to have CW or something?
CW. Yeah. And Bless These Hearts is Fox.
Fox, yeah.
So there you go. And Bob Hart's Abazola at CBS.
Okay.
Abazola. I don't know how you say it.
Appaloosa?
No. All right. What are we doing here, Snurdly? Oh, we're going to do that. Okay. All right, let's go get some bad guys. I haven't gone in a few days.
My pretty, and your little dog, too.
Might be coffee too warm? Cold?
Here is failure to communicate.
All right.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
I'm going to go get them. That's what I'm going to go do.
Bad boys,
Ernest Windows plays with me.
what you gonna do when they come?
All righty. It's time once again, straight across that floor like we own it, in the style of the dude John Wayne, who the colonel I know is not too fond of. But anyway. We'll open up those closet doors, look at all 30 safes. We're going to go safe number 10 today. Open that bad boy up. Let the colonel reach in and grab our weapon of choice this morning.
Hey, Steve, there isn't anything in there. There isn't even a dusty bowler and a blackjack. So you're just going to have to do a Davy Crockett and grin those criminals into the jail cell.
All right, we're man enough we can do it. We don't need no stinking weapon today. Go out there with attitude, the badge, and a whole lot of cans of whoop ass. As we head out the door now in relentless pursuit of some stupid criminal news. Stupid criminal news number 1 this morning. I'm pretty sure the police never expect fugitives to get delivered to them like this. There was a police auction yesterday morning in Manheim, Pennsylvania, when the people were expecting a 2016 Dodge Challenger with all those horses under the front hood. That was up for auction. They opened the trunk, and a man popped out. He was barely responsive, so he was rushed to the hospital, and now he's recovering, and the police had identified him as a wanted felon. What are the odds? This 25-year-old guy named Leon Parks from the Bronx, and he had outstanding warrants for parole violations and weapon charges. He's been transported to prison, and he'll be extradited to New York soon. But the big question is, how'd he wind up in that trunk? Police still aren't sure. Leon, he's not talking.
Raylan Givens delivered.
All right. Stupid criminal news number 2 this morning. Well, the definition of a sticky situation, they should just link to this story because it works on multiple levels. 34-year-old Melinda Reeves was called shoplifting last Tuesday after she shoved $17 worth of stuff in her purse at a Walmart near Raleigh, North Carolina. Then she ran from security and headed into the parking lot. They didn't see any cars leave, so they weren't sure where she went. The police got there and they checked the security tape and realized that the car she arrived in hadn't left. So they went to search it and noticed the trunk was cracked. And when they opened it, they found Melinda hiding inside, covered in Mountain Dew. What?
The Liberty Dew?
Well, you see, it was a typical North Carolina 99-degree day out there. And all that hot asphalt underneath the car got hot in that trunk. And it turned out she resorted to pouring Mountain Dew on herself to keep cool. They feel so good. What if it's that new Mountain Dew with 500 flavors in it, 50 flavors in it?
You can't make it up.
It's not clear how long she was in the trunk, but they haven't said if the Mountain Dew was stolen or already there, but they charged her with shoplifting and released her on $2,500 bond.
Did they hose her down?
Not getting in my police car with all that sticky on you, because I got to clean it up. That, my friends, is your stupid criminal news for this Friday. All righty. Just doesn't get better than that, does it? All right, well, we haven't done this in a few days, and people are calling for it. Put your arm in the air and put your fingers up as called for.
And now it's time for
Random facts. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Random facts for today. Maybe a spare if we're good. The top theory for why Leonardo da Vinci didn't finish the Mona Lisa is because he fainted and hurt his arm.
I heard that. Yes, apparently he had some kind of seizure or something, and did something to his shoulder or elbow or whatever.
All right. Well, we know it's true now.
No, it's just passing through. I mean, there's no way to really prove that. But,
Saved by the Bell, the new class, lasted longer than the original Saved by the Bell. It had 143 episodes. The original had 126. That is a total of 269 needless episodes.
that I never watched.
Joseph Stalin's real last name was Zhuganovsky.
Yeah, something strange.
He changed it to Stalin as he was rising to power. It means man of steel.
Yeah, that's Bernie Sanders' hero. Killed 30 million people.
Hey, mister, I'm going to kill more people than anybody on the face of the earth.
Yeah,
Stalin, what you going to call yourself?
He's in the triumvirate. You got Hitler, Stalin, and Mao. You know, all those favorites of the left.
Yeah, at least he didn't name himself LL Cool J or something. Ice-T. I won't call myself Ice-T. Give everybody an iced tea as I murder them. Frank Sinatra had a fatal heart attack on May 14th, 1998. Right as the Seinfeld finale was on. Since so many people were inside watching, the traffic in Los Angeles was light, and he was able to get to the hospital faster than usual, but it didn't help.
Didn't help him, man.
And pumpernickel, here's your spare. Pumpernickel literally translates to devil's flatulence in Old German.
Really?
It got the name because people found it hard to digest.
Oh, I used to love pumpernickel bread. We used to eat that all the time. My grandfather's German, so, yeah. It was always on the table.
Well, a new survey asked people who in their lives is romantically off limits, either to date or possibly just be with.
Okay.
Here are the top 10. A friend's partner. 50% of the people say they're off limits. It's only half of the people.
Okay.
So the other half of your friends probably stab you right in the back.
Oh, yes, they would.
A little nookie time with your honey. Someone in a relationship. And the friend's ex.
Friend's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave them alone. They're what? 2 billion other women on the face of the earth. I think you can find one.
It's not like there's a dearth of opportunity out
there. One of your parents' friends. Yeah, well, for your own sake.
Lord, good God.
Your boss.
That's that's just
SOP. Standard operating procedure. Your ex's siblings.
Ex's siblings.
So don't we go nailing your ex-wife's sister. Talk about trouble. Someone who was your teacher. One of your ex's friends. Someone 20 years older or younger than you.
Yeah, that's well.
And last but not least, a coworker.
That's probably the smart thing to do.
But just because someone is off limits to you, that clearly doesn't mean everyone thinks of them that way.
Yeah.
Here are the top 10 off limits people who a good number of people have been with. And I'll go through quickly. Someone in a relationship, a coworker, a neighbor, someone you only know from the internet, someone 20 years older or younger, someone long distance, a friend's partner, one of your ex's friends, your friend's ex, and a roommate.
Roommates, yeah. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, because eventually that roommate thing might not work out, and then they'll be dragging other people home, and it's not going to sit well with you.
Well, at least some people have standards. I'll put it that way on that first 10.
You think?
Yeah. Not many, but some.
Let's see here. Let me get this out. Take me 1 second. Hang on, folks. It's a-coming. Yesterday's that we didn't get to log in. Come on, hurry up. Please, please, please hurry up. All right, here we go. All right. We got it. Now find it, Steve. We're going to do slogans on. And here it is. All right. These are slogans for products. We're going to do some from the past and some current. That these companies have spent a gazillion amount of money to drive through your brain cells. Let's see if that money worked.
Well, there's arguably...
We could have gone radio and it would work. But,
arguably, there's nothing there to drive into, so I'm not sure how much you're going to get out of this.
All right. A blank a day helps you work, rest, and play.
I'm playing shot that day. Johnny Walker.
Mars Candy Bar.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Fly the Friendly Skies.
Oh, United.
United.
Yeah, that one.
Finger Licking Good.
Oh, this is the Kentucky Fried. Colonel Sanders.
Yeah. Double Your Pleasure, Double Your Fun.
Double Mint Gum.
Double mint gum. And Good to the Last Drop.
Oh, Maxwell House.
All right. Those were these.
Yeah, those, yeah.
Now, let's see if you can do the modern
new product
slogans.
Probably not.
These are not new products. Every one of these you know. Maybe not one.
New slogans, I guess. I would say, yeah.
New slogans for old products. Official sponsor of the Pre-Show Go.
Of the what?
Pre-Show Go.
That I don't know what that is.
What if I said, please don't squeeze the blank?
Charmin.
There you go.
That, yeah, okay. Well, all right.
Yeah, they updated to official sponsor of the Pre-Show Go.
I got it now. Yeah, okay. Well, no. Sorry. I don't get it.
Fearless.
Fearless.
Yeah. FX. Is that somebody important there?
Huh? Oh, no.
Another robocall?
Yeah, probably.
Only got 41 yesterday. Huh? It's a slow day. Discover the rainbow. Taste the rainbow.
That one does sound familiar, but I can't place it.
It's a candy.
Candy. Gummy bears.
Skillets.
Skittles.
Skittles.
you might get a skillet. I'll eat the Skittles.
Skittles. Get comfortable with it.
I don't know. I got a smart remark.
Well, if you needed this product, you're going to be glad you can. Preparation H.
Oh, jeez. For your wrinkles.
Now, what does Preparation H do? It shrinks tissue.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, they have all these eye wrinkle creams and everything. I'm suspecting it's nothing more than Preparation H. They're selling for $60 for an ounce.
That's one of those. I've read that several times. That's one of those. Preparation H is one of those secrets you can use to shrink the wrinkles under your eyes, around your, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
That famous people have used for years.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what it is.
Yeah, it probably is. Only, if you can, market through Revlon or something, you make a lot more money at it.
And last but not least, good food, good life.
Good food, good life. Philly and Colts restaurant.
That's a good guess. But it's Nestle's.
Nestle's, okay.
Good food, good life. All right, well, so it goes for this Friday and this week. Have yourself a great, safe weekend. We'll see you back bright and early Monday for a Mundane Monday. Until then, be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airways because they are the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. Your money will stay here, roll over, and create jobs. And don't forget, millions of Americans, they have fought, they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams and the Leader Man, and Nick and Colt the dog. We'll all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the dog park.